If you've ever gave your child a computer and immediately felt a little nervous about it, you're not alone. Today, I'm building a kid-safe computer from scratch using a free, open-source operating system instead of a stock Windows install. No subscriptions, no spyware, just real, transparent controls that you, the parent, fully own. Let's get into it. I'm using Linux Mint with the XFCE desktop for a few reasons. It's lightweight, so it runs great on an old laptop you might otherwise throw out. It's not a common target for the malware and browser hijackers built for Windows. And because it's open source, every setting I show you today is fully inspectable. There's no hidden telemetry deciding what safe means for your family instead of you. First step, from your Windows PC. Head to the Linux Mint website and download the XFCE Edition ISO. Then grab Rufus. Next, verify the hash. The hash is an important step in verifying that your download isn't corrupted or tampered with. You can match up and verify every character manually, or use the PowerShell command shown to verify the hash against the file. Doing this saves time and leaves less room for error. Here is that command mentioned before. Notice how much easier this is? Once you have verified the hash and installed Rufus, it's time to flash the ISO onto the USB drive. Take note that once you flash it onto the drive, all the files on that drive will be removed. This part may take some time to complete, and that is normal. Take this time to grab a cup of coffee and take a breather. Before we go further, take this time to say goodbye to Windows. If you forgot to back up anything on your computer, this would be the time to do it. Once Linux Mint is installed, all data you had on Windows will be gone. After you shut down your computer, keep the flash drive in the computer. When you turn on your machine, you need to enter into the boot menu. Each system is different on how you get to this screen. On this one, we have to repeatedly hit the escape key after turning on to access that menu. Yours might be different, so be sure to look it up before you begin the install. Once you are in the boot menu, select the drive to begin the installation. Take this time to explore what Linux Mint has to offer. A bit of a preview before we begin the installation. This section is critical for the install. Choose the Erase Disk and install Linux Mint. If you are tech-savvy and choose to do dual boot, then you give someone another avenue to bypass the filters we are putting into place. This is the part where we create the parent account. Go ahead and add your details and pick a strong password. The easier the password, the easier it is for someone to guess it. This account will create the hardening techniques for the child account. Congratulations! You are now a part of the Linux community. Let's begin by doing an update. Note, if you do not want to use a terminal to complete these updates, there are auto-update options in Linux Mint, though these will not be shown in this video. Now let's start to install some of the tools we need. Let's add the secondary user. These techniques can be used for more than just children. Linux Mint is also great for grandparents or someone looking to get into computers but aren't very great with them. Create a password. If you do not want to add the extra information that follows, just hit Enter. If you do decide you want to change those options and leave those values empty, we will walk through those steps later. You might have noticed that the kid name did not get added as a super user. In short, this prevents the user from having raised privileges and bypassing the rules and tools set. After this, we'll enable UFW and use some of the default settings. UFW is, in short, a simple and lightweight firewall. It controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. Now, the firewall handles network security, but it doesn't filter content. For that, we use DNS filtering. This is what actually blocks adult content, gambling sites, and other categories at the network level, before the page even loads. Be sure to check the most current IP address for these services, as they can change with time. When complete, hit the Control key and O to save your work. Then hit Control X to exit. If you noticed something on link 2 with the IP address not looking the way it should, you are correct. Later in the video, we will correct it. Next, we'll take a look at Timekeeper. This app is used to put caps on how much time a child's account can be active for. You can set strict rules for kicking them out around bedtime and set how many hours a day they can be on the computer. Now, we'll be using Firefox's Enterprise Policy System, the same mechanism schools and companies use to manage browsers, to lock these settings so they can't be changed from inside the browser. Use Ctrl-O and Ctrl-X to save and exit. Here's that fix I mentioned earlier. Editing resolve.conf looks like it should work, but on Mint, your network connection gets its DNS server from your router automatically, and that overrides the global setting. So we set the DNS directly on the connection itself. That's what actually makes the filtering stick.
This next step is optional, but if you want an extra layer of protection, this is it. We're installing USB Guard, which whitelists the USB devices connected right now and blocks anything new by default. Just know what you're signing up for. Every new device after this, a flash drive, a mouse, a game controller, has to be approved from the parent account before it'll work.
Last step in the hardening process: restricting terminal access on the child's account. This is what ties everything else together. Without it, most of what we've set up could be undone from a command line. Here is the quick cleanup from earlier. If you typed anything into those optional fields during the child account setup and want them changed, this clears them out. And that's a full, free, parent-controlled setup. Firewall, content filtering, screen time limits, browser lockdown, USB control, and no terminal escape hatch. All of this took maybe 45 minutes. No subscriptions, no third-party company holding your family's data. Stay safe out there, and thanks for watching.